All right, so we've got Shannon, we've got Jason, and the two of them are fighting for a slice of the monetary pie, a cash prize associated with this tournament.
Yeah, the winner of this will be going home with $450
Yeah.
cash, I believe. I think second place gets $300 or $350. I forget what it is, but it's something with a 3 in front of it, I'm pretty sure.
Over $100 riding on this match.
Yeah, I don't think obviously
fantastic.
they want to win. They get the trophy. Both have their invites into the PPT Invitational taking place in January for a $10,000 prize pool. So
Wow.
that's the reason, obviously, winning this is nice too, but obviously they're wanting to get that real cash money in January. So we're going to see Shannon going first. So that means Jason probably won the die roll and made Shannon go first. And
It's hard to tell.
I definitely think. Why would you?
So Shannon Long is firing off the only card that punishes allowing him to go first. That is Mech Knight Memory. And the Ash is the perfect response, and this is the perfect follow-up.
Yeah, ashing the memory is very strong because, as we've seen, Shannon's able to do the Mech Knight Purple Nightfall play where he just sets up, and it's, again, it's probably the only thing he can do going first. Jason just had a very good grin on his face for what he drew, so he might be very satisfied with that. Drawing to seven,
Looks like a terraforming.
six cards, excuse me, mind, yeah.
So the best follow-up in the world to Pot of Extravagance is Hidden City, and that's just what Jason's added to the hand. He's going to go ahead and fire that off. What he gets will illuminate us as to the rest of his hand. Likely it's going to be either a Guru or a Fiendus.
Yes, if he has one, then he's usually going to get the other.
If he gets Archer, the game's over. Okay, Fiendus it is.
So that eludes him having Guru.
So the next step is to set this copy of Guru and target it with Hidden City. Flip that sucker up, and then add a copy of probably Final Battle to his hand.
Just
If he
get
doesn't
all
get
the
that,
pieces he needs.
he probably has another couple of important cards anyway.
Now we've seen Shannon play against back row decks. We saw him play against Paleozoic in in the top 8. And granted, this is a different type of back row deck. To be fair, it's still Shannon has been able to play through just about anything that we've seen.
We actually were talking to Robbie after his match. He says these Mech Knight lists are terrible matchups for him because they're able to destroy back row like nobody's business. Just wipe through and force activations of these cards that otherwise would just rot in the spell and trap card zone.
So we're going to see a set 3. Ooh,
set
set
4. You can't set 5. No way. All right. And
I was going to say, even if he had the 5th card, you give him that free blue sky summon.
Did he miss an attack? Oh no, Jason, that was your second turn.
Wow.
That's an easy mistake to make.
That could just be the nerves, though, too. Like,
yeah, no.
Especially if you know you're going up against your opponent who's been ravaging people like this.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
got to be a bit intimidating.
Oh, yeah. And committing to a board is almost the scariest thing you can do against Shannon.
So
Check this out.
So there's an Avram, everyone's favorite.
So Avram's a psychic. If you flip there can be only one right now, things get really bad for Shannon.
But it looks like he's going to allow it.
Oh, he did. Oh, we're the fools. All right, we'll take a cool 16 off his life points.
So now he goes into Link Spider. This is so good because it gives him a column to work with all of his Mech Knights.
And there's already one in the opponent's spell and trap card zone, so sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Now, if Jason knows what he's up against, he's not going to have Final Battle in the extra monster zone.
So there's a strike for the Link Spider.
I don't hate it.
I don't either, because if you can just deny Shannon from getting a column, that's pretty good. But Shannon does have other ways to make columns. But he did use his normal summon to do it. And here we go.
That he has a couple of copies of Galaxy Cyclone in hand. Such a powerful card against Guru. He's going to force Jason's activation of one of the final battles and then eat it.
So here comes Red Moon. Jason's going to take a quick glance. Basically, it can destroy a monster by banishing a Mech Knight for whichever column it is occupying.
So that's a pretty good target for Guru. Unfortunately, while Fiendus is good, it only negates activations. It doesn't destroy the monster, and as a result, it's going to take a crackdown to get rid of this card.
So that's pretty good. He does take the Red Moon. That does open up Shannon's column again, though, unfortunately.
What if we flip up the Cyclone and destroy we blind destroy the final battle?
So he's going to hit the...
Looks like the one closest to Hidden City?
Closest to Hidden City, yeah.
So, of course, if it is final battle, he can always just Fiendus it. But Fiendusing a card that has a grave effect never feels good. Why does the Subterra player look so smug? Oh, that's how we naturally look. It's our natural continence.
So here's Final Battle. Which effect is he using?
There's so many good ones. Probably the Attack and Defense Edition. Ooh, it looks like he's going to activate the effect of Guru as well, flipping both Guru and the red face down.
Interesting. Now, remember that Galaxy Cyclone is in Shannon's graveyard, because although he can't use it this turn, he can use it next turn. But there's Blue Sky.
Another
there's
one.
the Judgment, though.
Oh, that's a fantastic Judgment.
That is. So Jason's going to go down to 3250 here.
And it looks like Jason has just accidentally opened up enough pieces of negation to out Shannon's hand.
And that's it.
Wow.
Shannon passes. Oh, this could be big.
So is the set card one remaining Galaxy Cyclone? Because if so, well, that's not very good.
Wow, and
no,
Shannon
scoop
just
it up.
scooped. Oh, wow.
Okay, time for game 2.
Right. So
Imagine playing this match against these extremely cool decks and registering for the regional tomorrow and losing to Guard Dragon Agripin 8 rounds in a row.
That's the thing. For anyone watching this, there is a regional in the same venue tomorrow. And I talked with Shannon. I'm not sure about Jason, but Shannon is actually going to play in the regional tomorrow, which means he has to wake up in probably like, I don't know, like 7 hours.
So even if Shannon loses this game, he'll be able to run it back tomorrow.
So Hidden City, good start for Jason.
Oh, wow.
I would not complain about that.
This is the most important skill you can practice in Subterra. It's called Drawing Hidden City.
Yeah.
So we're going to set this Guru. We're going to flip it up with Hidden City. We'll add a Fiendus or a Final Battle based on what's already in our hand. And then we'll wait.
Jason was he 5-0 in Swiss from the start or 6-0?
I think he went on a 6-0 run
Okay.
before losing a couple of
Yeah,
games.
just to give our viewers a little bit of insight as well, because we know these things here, but our viewers don't know from behind the scenes.
I mean, he's had an amazing tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both these players have.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right, they're in the finals, of course. And now we're going to see some placement here. The placement of these cards could actually dictate, whether or not Jason wins or loses in some cases. So this matters more than any other match he's probably played all day. Probably in the last month.
You can see he's left one extra monster zone available. I hope that card is chainable.
There's an Imperia. So for those of you who don't know, Imperia basically just says on summon, you draw a card. That's all it does.
And then it turns into an Almirage, and then you've got a zone.
Yes, so that's the purpose of it in this deck. But it just so happens to give you a +1. Jason's going to use Imperm on that. You know what? I think I'd be happy about that.
Yeah.
I'd be perfectly fine eating an
My
Imperm.
normal monster that draws me a card, I'll trade that for an Imperm every day.
Yeah, so now we're going to make Almirage. As you see now, Shannon has a column to work with for his Mech Knights.
Okay. We're getting there.
We broke 1,800 viewers.
Wow.
Oh
If we get to
my
20,
God.
I'm going to lose it. I said that about 1,500 too.
So here's Blue Sky. This will only get him one search if this resolves.
No, but really, one is all you need. How many purples do you really need to summon in one
Yeah,
turn?
that's fair. But I mean, the fact that you can get 2 cards off of blue is nice, so I think he'd prefer to get the 2. There's a Judgment again.
Judgment? I
That
don't know
happened
about
last
that
game,
one.
too.
That set card's got to be something chainable, because if not, he can just summon any other Mech Knight and pop off.
I think the worst part about this is that he still has that column open. Imagine if that Judgment was our All Mirages. There'd be no column.
Ooh.
So Shannon's going to set one in the column of Guru. And he's going to
heavy Storm Duster it.
If that was
So
Waking the
Dynamis is-
Dragon, I was going to lose it.
He has one additional card to set, and I think that's the entirety of his play, right?
Could be.
Oh no, that's really bad.
Well, it could depend on the set, though. Nope, he's got the Red Moon.
That's
oh
a
my God.
sweet rip.
That's so good, because now he has the Blue Sky Engrave. He can banish it to pop the Guru.
Now, of course, the Guru is just
is
going to
a
fiend a
Fiendus,
Fiendus,
yeah.
but that's probably not enough. Oh, don't attack. Oh, whew, he's going to Morningstar.
Yeah.
This is where a lot of people unfamiliar with Guru will trip up. You can't attack into a set Guru with a Hidden City on the battlefield. It'll allow them to search on your turn, and you really don't want that.
There's the Purple Nightfall. Was that a memory?
It looks like
No, it's an instant
an
fusion.
instant fusion. Wow.
So that means he can get Thousand Eyes? Did Jason?
And he's just gonna scoop it up. Oh my God, we're going to game 3.
We're going to game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Joseph, it's been a good weekend with you.
It has. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a long 13 rounds, but you know what? I think there might have been one match that might have been a little bit grueling. Everything else has just been spectacular.
You can just say the True Draco Mirror.
Yeah.
We all know what you're talking about.
I didn't want to call them out for it, but
Oh my goodness.
didn't want to call them out for it, but it's fine.
All right. So, looking at
is
the
it.
extra decks and the side decks one more time, there's really nothing that they can do that we haven't already described.
I mean, we keep having our expectations shattered on so many different levels. Look at that handshake.
Yeah, a tight one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your game 3 of Pro Play Tour Columbus. Let's see.
What I love about Shannon's deck is it throws off all normal understanding of what side decks are supposed to do.
Memory's going to resolve.
How does this man keep finding it going first? It's so strong.
So Memory's going to special summon Purple Nightfall. We've seen this song and dance before, so now he's going to use Purple Nightfall to banish itself to go ahead and grab a copy of Avram.
Now from Avram we can do all manner of ridiculous things. but Link Spider is not one of them. We're going to have to find another way to free up a column.
Jason going to look at Purple Nightfall here.
So good.
It doesn't banish for cost, which sometimes is actually this card's demise because it can be hit by effect negation. You can actually ogre this card, which is very horrible.
You can ogre it, you can Valor it, but there's a lot of reasons why not banishing for cost is extremely
That's
good.
an
And there's the
ogre!
ogre. Ooh, new art. That does even better.
New artwork Ghost Ogre. Wow, that's really big.
Wow. I mean, if you have the new art Ghost Ogre, you deserve it.
And Shannon's just going to set one and pass. Now the thing is, this is Subterror, so like we shouldn't expect to see an OTK, but Pot of Extravagance starting things off is very good for Jason.
Okay, here we go. This is the optimal Guru start. Next is Hidden City. Let's see it, folks.
He's gotten Hidden City 2 out of 3 games so far, so will he get it? Will he go 3 for 3?
Statistically, you've got to brick eventually. Looking at the banished cards like it matters. They're just super poly targets. You and I both know it.
Okay, he's giving a little nod. He's okay.
All right.
He's like, I'm okay with those
here.
draws. You know, he did that in game 1 and won, so.
We've seen Terraforming 2 games in a row. Let's make it 3. There's one
Where
set
is
card
it?
on Shannon's side of the field. Is it
He's
Wicked?
got the city.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Fantastic, dude.
Great start.
Excellent.
Shannon thinking, what's in the back row?
If it's like a Cosmic or something, we
Does
know the
he-
whole deck
I
and
was
he
gonna
doesn't
say,
play
does
it.
he play it?
Is there any... I don't know. A Dynamiscus, potentially.
Dynamiscus is that is a card Shannon plays.
And if you have Dynamiscus, I honestly would consider it here.
Would you?
Oh, yeah. Even if they already have the Guru in hand, the ability to prevent the Guru from being flipped up immediately and the battle tricks that this enables, I mean, it's just unmatched.
But Shannon's going to let it go through.
All right. Hidden City, of course, is also a hard OPT, so if you're able to remove one copy, a second copy is going to have to wait at least a turn, and Shannon has proven he's very good at attacking through empty boards.
So getting the Fiendish, so he already had the Guru in hand anyway.
Yep, they always seem to.
Except you.
Oh, yeah. I do well for myself.
All right, so now we know his hand is Guru Fiendish.
Oh, Willie, I hope you're correct, and it's Awakening the Dragon bluff. Oh, he's looking very intently at this potential Awakening the Dragon.
No,
it
was a Dynamiscus.
Oh.
So just hitting the set Guru.
Wait, this is sweet. He's hitting the Hidden City so that the Guru remains set and the Fiendish remains off. Now there's a monster on Jason's side of the field.
And he can make a column.
Wow, this is an incredible heads-up play. Shannon is operating on a whole other brain wavelength than us.
This is insane.
He's thinking in 30-30. We're here living in 2020. You want to stop the searcher.
So Duality is going to activate. I couldn't see what they searched, or excuse me, what he revealed off the top.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Jason had it off the camera screen there.
Shuffling a couple of cards in the hand.
Setting
He's going to
2.
set 2. Oh, is this it?
That's
Oh,
it.
and a pass. So,
That's-
notably, this is the first game in which there's nothing in the extra monster zone.
Yeah.
This is going to make making columns a little more difficult for Shannon, but that Guru is doing him a lot of good.
But the thing is, Shannon can easily just make his own columns with his. He has plenty of spells and traps that he can easily make his own columns with. But we're gonna have to see.
No, he's thinking.
Joseph and I are literally at the edges
Oh, I
of our
don't
seat
like
right
it.
now. There's another
memory. How does he keep getting away with
That
it?
card is like glued to Shannon's hand. He's activated it so many times.
It's once per turn, but boy, you keep finding the purple.
Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. So now he's going to get purple. Purple is going to allow him to get, like, blue, and then he can trigger blue to get another search. Like, it just keeps steamrolling.
So here comes the strike for
I-
sure.
I was going to
If
say,
you've got one. This is the time
is
when
it
you
strike
activate
or
it.
judgment? Which one's coming?
Well,
Oh,
I
no,
don't
he
think
can't use
judgment
judgment.
works.
You're right. It has to be strike specifically in this instance. Judgment is for blue sky, like he's done the other 2 games.
So there's a couple of interesting things that can happen here. If one of those set cards is Final Battle, we can flip up
Strike.
it is.
Yep.
Flip up that copy of Guru and get that Fiendish live. But Strike is going to do a pretty good job. Oh, wait. Red reboot. Oh, we're doing it. It's time, baby. Reboot game 3. Jason smirking to himself. If you've got it, you've got it.
This is the thing. Can Shannon OTK? Because
Okay, so there is a set Guru.
But the thing is, Jason also now is on 65, so it's even easier for him to OTK now than ever before.
That set card is Crackdown. I mean, that's going to be an amazing windmill slam of a card if he gets to get to his own turn.
I don't know if he's going to get another turn, because basically, if Shannon can just get to
Shannon, do it now or it's over.
if Shannon can just get to the point where he just gets Red Moon to pop the Guru, is it just over?
Well, we have to summon a Morning Star in the process, but
That's
that
true.
does sound like a way that we could win the game
We're gonna
pretty
have
easily.
we're gonna have to assemble some columns here too, because currently he doesn't have any. But
So step one is blue.
Notice that Jason put that set card in the
an
column
extra
with the
monster zone
That's
column.
I think that's a mistake.
Well, what else are you going to do? Not get a card? Well,
just put it-
although we did see we did see our previous match.
Yep.
Someone elected to do just that. And,
Yeah.
well, it didn't turn out well for them. You know, theoretically, it's a good idea. You were talking about it. Turning Red Reboot's downside into an upside is just so amazing.
I think that's crazy that this deck
and
does
it's this deck specifically.
Yes, this specific deck. So he's gonna get the Avram, which is very. This is a very. If you see
Avram enables so much.
I was gonna say Avram is usually.
They're giggling to each other. Oh, Avram, check this out, baby.
Say, check this out. Shannon's about to win.
Yeah, Red Moon actually only targets face-up monsters,
does
so we
it
are going to have to attack through the Guru.
Really?
Man, there's
Is
just
he-
so many ways that can go wrong.
Is he though? Like, is there has to be a way he can assemble? Well, he is locked into Mech Knights though because he used memory.
That is true.
So is there a way? Is there any Mech Knight card that can pop a set monster?
Spectrum Supreme can ignore it.
That's true.
That's about the best as it
Yeah,
gets.
that's true.
I don't think it's fantastic. Looking at his extra deck real quick. Oh, we've got tons of time. No way is he going to set a card. What are you setting a card for? Shannon. No! And he passes. Wow.
That's so unfortunate.
No. And I mean, this just feels like it's going to lock up the
Can
game.
he not make a column? Is that the problem?
Wow.
No, he can't because if he gets Avram can go into Link Spider and then.
Not under memory.
Oh, not under memory.
We
He
are
can't
locked
do
for a
it.
turn. Now,
Oh,
theoretically,
no.
there's a way to do it, but he has to survive this turn, and then he's going to have to play through a Fiendus and a whole bunch of set spells and traps. Maybe that remaining card in the hand is also a red reboot?
Well, an Archer can just shuffle back his set monster, correct?
If one of those set cards is a final battle, we are going to have a big problem on our hands.
I was gonna say Shannon's on 4K.
It doesn't necessarily kill him. Does put him to 600 life
Very
points.
low.
All right, come on.
I'm assuming he's going to attack with Guru here.
Come on.
All
All right, there's the Guru attack for 16, and Shannon, what'd you draw?
Okay,
Here
so
comes the
he has purple back.
He's
Purple.
deciding where he wants to
Yeah,
put that.
so purple comes back during standby phase.
So purple does a lot, the most important of which is baits the crackdown. If you're in Jason's position, also I don't think there's a way that you can pass up using crackdown. It's just so individually powerful against this card in particular. Oh, chat, lend Shannon your brain energy.
So he's actually going to flip purple with Subterror Guru.
So
but
this is a quick effect because he has another Subterror.
But-
He can tag out in response, but that prompts the crackdown. He's going to let it
he's
resolve.
going to let it resolve. So now he can just flip it back up, though.
Well, it returned.
It
Now
returned.
The
It
judge is
wasn't-
going to have to figure this out.
It wasn't summoned.
All right, Chad, you've got some big brains on you. How does this work? If a card's returned, can you flip it up? Can't do that. Well, that's unfortunate. He's looking at the graveyard real
He's
quick.
got, I think, a Mech Knight green and a Mech Knight blue in his hand.
Blue potentially does things.
He's going to
tribute
tribute.
summoning for blue, and we'll activate the effect. He'll negate it, I assume, or maybe crackdown. Oh, green is going to have to get there.
Oh, he just has
Going
Fiendus.
for the negate. That's, sheesh, I don't know. So we've got the green. What does the green do? Not enough.
And there's the crackdown. Now he's just going to take it.
And
Shannon
that's
sending
it.
the handshake.
Jason
Jason
Garcia.
wins Pro Play Tour Columbus with Subterror.
I mean,